So if I were to sell you a car with a screwdriver in the ignition, you would assume it was hot, correct?
That was my assumption.
Just while conducting some routine patrol down in a neighborhood, I saw a moped ride by us with 2 occupants on it. And I observed that the vehicle had no tag light on it, so we went ahead and initiated a traffic stop on that. Technical call to the sheriff's office. As soon as I got stopped, man, you don't have a tag light on here. I understand that you don't have a tag, but you do have to have an operating tag light on the vehicle, okay? You have a driver's license or an ID or anything on you, man? Any weapons or anything, partner?
No.
Okay. Where are you guys headed to tonight?
It's my house.
Your house. Does this moped belong to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Recently purchased it, or?
Yeah.
Don't have a title on it, I take it, obviously?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I bought it from a friend of mine.
When I was talking with the driver, I saw that there was no keys in the ignition and that the ignition itself had been removed from the moped, which is very common in things that have been stolen. But as I continued to ask questions, he distanced himself from the moped and said, well, I haven't actually bought it yet. I'm just taking it out for a test ride tonight. While I'm talking with the driver, I observed that the passenger also had an ankle monitor on her, so I inquired as to why she has that on.
GRC.
What are you out for? What is your charge?
Domestic violence and disturbing peace.
Okay.
And I do have a bench warrant, but I'm supposed to be going to a walk-in docket by tomorrow.
Okay.
I done contact with my PO.
Okay.
So, yeah, she already
talk
knows.
about that. Is it through the city of Wichita? Or?
Yes, it is.
Also observed that the tag on the moped was a Texas dealer tag. Those 2 things led me to believe that the moped may be stolen because it's very unusual to see a dealer tag from another state here locally. I then ran the VIN number through our local agency, and ultimately that VIN number came back reported stolen through the city of Wichita. I began talking to the driver. He denied knowing that the moped was stolen, but did admit to me that he had suspicions that it was.
I was real skeptical about it at first.
So tell me about that. Why were you skeptical?
Well, just because of she didn't have a title, and the screwdriver to start it, but she said that it was from a friend of hers that had owed her money, and they just called it even.
So this individual admitted to purchasing the moped without a title. He knew that there wasn't an ignition, and it stated to me that he used a screwdriver to start that. Things which are really uncommon if your average person is going to buy a vehicle. So if I were to sell you a car with a screwdriver in the ignition, you would assume it was hot, correct?
That was my assumption with her, but she told me that it wasn't, that it was from clear debt.
Don't you think that a reasonable person would assume that this thing is stolen based on no title, punched ignition, screwdriver to start it?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that lead a reasonable person to believe that it's stolen?
Not the first one I've seen that's, had to start with a screwdriver. A lot of them have faulty ignitions.
Passenger was pretty honest and open. She didn't know much about the moped when we were talking with her. And at the end of the day, he bought a vehicle with no keys, no title, no tag, all things that may lead an individual to believe that moped is stolen and things that he should have checked for prior to purchasing that moped.